Colleen, put my presentation together right now. Do you realize how lucky you are that I'm asking you for help?
What? Right now? You can't just spring this on me out of nowhere. I have my own work to do, and I can't just drop everything to rearrange my entire schedule.
What are you talking about? I'm asking you. Are you seriously saying your work is more important than what I'm asking for? That attitude is exactly why you're stuck at being mediocre. You should know your place and put all your energy into supporting me.
I have responsibilities right now. It's a critical time for me, and I can't just rearrange my commitments on a whim. Besides, wouldn't it make more sense for you to handle this yourself to better convey your ideas?
Are you kidding me? You clearly don't understand your position. If I'm going out of my way to ask, the normal response would be to take it on without argument. You only make excuses because you don't appreciate how fortunate you are.
Fine, but I'm really busy right now. I need to focus on my own work, and I have responsibilities I need to fulfill.
Responsibilities? Your only responsibility should be helping me succeed. That's it. Everything else is irrelevant. Do you even realize that my success is the most important thing for both of us?
I have my own work to manage. I can't just put aside everything in my life to revolve around yours.
Of course, that's all you can say. If I'm going to reach the top, I need you to be more cooperative. You should be ready to drop everything for me at a moment's notice. Otherwise, you're just dead weight.
But I have an important role at my job, and I can't just change my plans like that. I want to see my work through without being derailed.
Yeah, sure. Typical second-rate response. I should have known better than to expect anything from someone like you. You can't even handle something as simple as this. No wonder you'll never make it past mediocre. You clearly don't understand the value of my success.
You can say what you want, but I take my work seriously. I can't just abandon it whenever it's convenient for you.
Unbelievable. So you're really not going to help me, huh? Here I am asking for your support, and you can't even see how it would benefit you in the long run. You're so self-centered, it's infuriating.
I get how you feel, but I won't compromise my own work. And I don't agree with the idea that prioritizing you over mine is somehow normal.
Forget it. I won't ask you again. Clearly, you're useless anyway.
Let's do this, hun. I'm a little nervous, but I'm so excited. We're still on for the agreed time, right?
About that. Don't take this the wrong way, but when my parents found out you graduated from a third-rate college, they told me not to marry you. They said they'd only accept someone from Cambridge.
Are you serious? This is so sudden, I can't even process what you're saying. At this exact moment, and for something as trivial as academic background? I've never heard anything like this before. We were supposed to go meet them today, weren't we? We've been talking about this for so long. I've been preparing for this day, doing my best to make a good impression on your parents. And now you're saying it's all off for such a ridiculous reason? What's going on?
They were considering it, but as soon as they found out about your educational background, they completely changed their mind. They said they couldn't accept someone like that as family. Honestly, I agree with them. So you can just go home now. Our engagement is off. There's no point in us anymore, so you should just leave.
Wait, are you really okay with this? You're just going to end everything over something so petty and not regret it? Are you really satisfied throwing in the towel over something so insignificant? I believed in you. I thought we were going to walk through life together, no matter where I graduated from. Isn't that why we're here today? Are you really okay with letting them dictate your feelings and suppressing your own?
Oh, please. You don't seem to get it. The fact that you went to a third-rate college isn't something I can ignore. It's just the truth. And honestly, I've been having doubts about us for a while. The person I marry needs to match my career and status. You're beautiful, so I thought, well, maybe I can settle. But they made me see things clearly. It was like waking up. I realized that marrying you just isn't going to work.
So that's how you really feel?
I need someone who can help me grow. Someone who can take me to the next level. So, I'm sorry, but this is the end for us. Let's just accept that this is the last time we'll ever see each other. Honestly, I've been annoyed by your shyness for a while now. Even earlier, when you greeted my parents in the parking lot, you were so awkward. Bringing someone like you around is embarrassing for me.
I know, and I've been working on it. I've always been aware of my shyness and have been trying to improve it little by little. But it's not something I can change overnight.
Pointless. That's not the kind of thing you can ever change. You're shy because you lack confidence, right? You have nothing to be proud of, so you can't hold your head up high.
That's not true.
People like that always end up relying on others for everything and live their whole lives without ever feeling proud of themselves. Being with someone like that adds no value to my life.
That's not how I see myself. I've been shy since I was little, but I've been trying my best to overcome it. I've been putting in the effort.
You're right. You're just awkward and timid every single time. Honestly, the only reason I stayed with you this long was that you always did whatever I told you to. But even I have my limits, and your weakness is too much to handle.
I can't believe this. You've been thinking about me like this the entire time?
Obviously. You think someone like me, a Cambridge graduate, would actually fall for someone from a third-rate school? I kept you around because you're pretty and obedient. That's all. Don't go kidding yourself into thinking you were loved. I'm only interested in confident, accomplished women. The kind of woman who's bold and self-assured, not someone like you. So I'm going to find someone like that. Don't even think about chasing after me.
So we're officially calling off the engagement?
Yeah, we're done. So hurry up and leave. Thank goodness we weren't living together yet. My parents were thrilled about breaking off the engagement. I guess it's true. You should always listen to your parents. Ain't that right?
That's enough. I got it. I'm leaving now, and we're over.
Yeah, good luck finding your next partner. Sorry, Emily, for reaching out suddenly, but I have something important to discuss with you.
Something important?
At least it's important to me. If you're free, would you like to grab dinner tonight? We rarely get the chance to talk, and I'd really like to find out more about you. Plus, I have some questions about work I'd love to ask. I think I could understand things much better if I could get your advice directly. It'd mean a lot to me if you could spare some time.
Tonight? That's a bit sudden. It's just too last minute. I already have plans.
Oh, well, I just thought that being able to learn from someone like you, seeing how you approach work firsthand, would really help me grow. It would be great if you could give me some time. I figured dinner would be a more relaxed setting for a conversation.
I see. But listen, like I mentioned before, if you need advice, isn't it better to ask during working hours? If it's work-related, why bring it to a dinner setting instead of addressing it directly at the office? I'm sure you remember when I said I'd always be open to helping you during work hours.
Oh yes, I do remember. It's just that I feel like having a conversation outside of work would make it easier to talk and ask questions without the pressure of the office. I thought it might be more comfortable that way.
If you're looking to feel more comfortable, maybe you should start by mastering your current tasks during work hours. If you're truly eager, you should focus on nailing the tasks you're already given the first time around. There's nothing we need to discuss over dinner.
But I feel like over dinner it might be easier to, ask about things I wouldn't normally feel comfortable bringing up at work.
I'm always calm and professional while working. Whether you're comfortable or not seems more like your issue, doesn't it? I've already made it clear I don't want to mix work discussions with personal time. If it's about work, you should ask confidently in the workplace.
Okay.
So I'm sorry. I prefer to keep work and personal life separate, and I'd like you to do the same.
I understand. I apologize if I came across as pushy. Maybe another time then.
Sure. Let's just stick to work discussions during work hours. I'll see you tomorrow. Colleen! Long time no see. Sorry for the sudden message. I was so surprised. But that was you earlier, right? We passed each other, but why did you ignore me?
Oh, was that you, Emily? I was so shocked. I never thought I'd run into you here.
Seriously, the last time we saw each other was back there. I didn't even know you'd come back. And now you're working at InnoWorks factory?
Yeah, I just happened to be on my lunch break when we crossed paths.
Wow, I can't believe we're working so close to each other now. But wait, you were walking around in your work clothes during lunch?
Yeah, changing every time is such a hassle, and honestly, work clothes are super comfy. I even wear them during my commute.
I hope it doesn't come off as rude, but to think someone like you, a Harvard grad with such incredible skills, you were on a completely different level from me, especially since I took extra years to even get into college. You must have had offers from everywhere. So why did you come back here?
It's simple. I just chose the job I really wanted to do. This place has a great environment with talented and caring people, and I'm genuinely happy here. I also feel like I can really use my abilities.
Ah, that's great to hear. For me, I've always admired the whole career woman vibe. So I guess that's where we've always differed, even back in college.
True, but I've always valued my career too. I think my current job is helping me grow in the right direction.
I see. I guess I was too narrow-minded. Sorry if anything I said came off as rude.
You've always had this dream of walking confidently down the hallways of a skyscraper.
Well, you could say I've made that dream come true now. By the way, do you know the guy you passed earlier? You seemed a bit shaken when you saw him, so I was curious.
Huh? What guy?
You know the man I was walking with earlier. He works under me at my company, but when you saw him, you immediately looked away and hurried off. I'm wondering if something happened.
Oh, well, he's actually my ex-fiancé.
What?
Yeah, we called off our engagement pretty recently. And well, it wasn't an easy breakup. Seeing him was hard, so I just couldn't face him and ended up avoiding you too. I'm really sorry for ignoring you like that.
Oh, given the situation, I don't blame you at all. If I were in your shoes, I'd probably do the same. But honestly, I'm surprised. He's never mentioned being engaged, not even once, so it's shocking. He's usually the type to share everything with me, so it's strange he kept this quiet.
Well, it's not really work related, so I guess he didn't feel the need to bring it up. I'm trying not to dwell on it, so it'd help if you could forget about it too. That said, let's catch up properly sometime. It'd be great if we could plan to meet up sometime soon.
Of course, I'd love that too. It's been ages since we've had time to chat like this, so I'm really looking forward to it. Let me know when you're free.
Hey, you're a graduate of some third-rate university, right? I guess I don't even have to ask to know. But what was that about?
Excuse me?
Don't play dumb. Why was Emily talking to you earlier? Are you two acquainted?
Yeah, we went to university together. Back then, we were close and hung out a lot.
What? Emily went to the same school as you? Just so you know, she's an Ivy League alumnus. Don't lump her in with a third-rate graduate like you.
Is Harvard considered third-rate?
Huh?
I don't think so.
Wait a second. How do you even know she went to Harvard?
I told you, we were at the same university. We got along well as we were from the same town.
Huh, cut the crap. Just tell me how you know she graduated from Harvard. And explain why she stopped and talked to you.
I've already explained it. We were at the same university. If you don't believe me, you can just ask her directly.
What the? Are you serious? Then why didn't you tell me this before?
I did. You just didn't believe me.
What? No way.
Oh, yes way. You laughed and said, no way you went to Harvard. Stop making stuff up. Next thing I know, you were telling your parents I was a third-rate graduate.
Darn it. What the heck is this? Well, even if you went to Harvard, your current job and career are still third-rate. Huh. A fancy degree doesn't change that. I can't stand third-rate people.
You can think whatever you like. It doesn't matter to me.
I'm not dumb enough to be dazzled by a university name. You're still a third-rate person. Compared to you, Emily is an absolute first-class act. She graduated from Harvard, joined a top-tier company, speaks multiple languages, and has successfully led numerous projects at such a young age.
I know how amazing she is. I've even read the business magazine articles where she was interviewed. But isn't it a little pathetic for you to be bragging about her accomplishments?
I'm not bragging, I'm just stating facts. She's worth way more than someone like you. She's eloquent, and being around her makes you want to push yourself to the next level.
Wow, you're really enamored with her, huh? Then just focus on your work and forget about me.
Huh, don't worry, I will. A third-rate show-off who got lucky with a good university name? Don't get cocky. You should be grateful that my company even works with yours. Haha.
Your company approached us for the partnership, though.
It's like saying please to a cashier at a supermarket. Everyone knows who holds the power here. You should be thankful you get to be one of our subcontractors. And by the way, I'm your point of contact. I'll make sure to work you to the bone. So get ready!
Hey, do you have a moment? I need to ask you something.
Yes, whatever you need. Is this about asking me out on a date or something?
Excuse me? Don't be ridiculous. Have you even checked your email?
What's this about?
You're the one responsible for managing communication with our partner companies, right? InnoWorks just contacted us pointing out errors in your documentation.
What? I'm sorry, I hadn't noticed.
Weren't you the one who volunteered for this role? You said you were confident in your sales skills, and that communication was your strong suit. And now this? To make matters worse, it's a notification about your mistakes. Do you realize what would have happened if this error had gone unnoticed and the project moved forward? Can you even imagine how much we would have to pay in damages?
I'm truly sorry.
And by the way, they flagged multiple errors and even provided several project improvement suggestions. InnoWorks clearly has some exceptional talent on their team. One of them happens to be a close friend from my university days. You do well to observe her work and learn a thing or two.
Understood. What the heck is wrong with you? I had no idea you were this kind of person.
What's with the sudden outburst?
Don't play dumb. How dare you humiliate me by nitpicking my work, my flawless work, and you, of all people, dare to criticize it. Because of your meddling, I was laughed at in front of everyone.
Wait, those documents were prepared by you? If so, the numbers were all over the place, calculations didn't add up, and there were multiple errors throughout. It wasn't about nitpicking. Those mistakes had to be corrected for the project to even move forward. I pointed it out because it was necessary, not to attack you.
Don't you dare. I'm top tier, okay? And you, a mere bottom tier nobody, think you can stand up to me. Do you even know your place? No matter what you say, it doesn't change the fact that my work is first class.
If you're so first class, then at the very least, get your numbers right. Doing sloppy work and calling it top tier is pure arrogance. Your mistakes affect everyone, and worse, they're damaging your own credibility.
What did you just say? Jeez. How dare you speak to me like that? Who do you think you are talking back to me like this?
I'm not talking back. I'm stating facts. Do you realize the damage your mistakes could cause this project? This isn't about personal pride or ego. It's about professional responsibility. When you mess up, it creates unnecessary burdens for everyone else. Can't you think about that for a moment?
You.
What's your approach to this project anyway? Probably just adding another line to your resume, right? For us, this job is make or break. It's critical. Take it as seriously as we do.
Huh. Bottom tier subcontractors acting all high and mighty now. Unlike you, I have actual work to do. If there's a mistake, you fix it. That's your job.
Talking to you is pointless. Frankly, I can't work with someone who calls us bottom tier. I'll be discussing this with a client and letting them decide how to proceed.
Wait, what? What do you mean by that?
With you as the point of contact, this project is doomed to fail. I'll be recommending they replace you as the liaison.
You're sabotaging me again? Trying to ruin my reputation at work?
Someone who keeps making the same simple mistakes doesn't need sabotage. Mistakes happen, but I want to work with people who take their jobs seriously. And I'm sure the client feels the same way.
Darn it! You're disrespecting me again. Listen, just don't overstep. If this deal falls through, your side will lose big too.
Actually, the opposite. I'm making sure this deal doesn't fall through by working directly with a client. Our relationship is strictly professional now, so let's act like professionals.
You! Darn it. You piece of... Emily, this is completely unfair. I can't believe this is happening. Can't you do something about it?
Excuse me?
I've put my heart and soul into this project. After all the effort I've invested, being taken off it now is unimaginable. This project means everything, to the company and to my career. Please, reconsider. I'm begging you.
But Frank, after calling a client a third-rate company and damaging their trust, how can we possibly keep you as our representative? Do you realize how much harm your words caused to their impression of us and our business relationship? Leaving someone like that in charge would be irresponsible.
Please, just give me a chance to make things right. I'm genuinely remorseful and promise nothing like this will ever happen again. I see now how reckless I've been, and I'm asking for another opportunity.
I'm sorry, but when a client explicitly refuses to work with you, there are no second chances. This is business, and you need to accept the consequences. Stop making this more painful than it already is.
But wait! I've prepared a detailed plan for this project. Could you at least take a look at it before making a final decision? I'll send you the PDF right away. So, Emily, what do you think? I believe there's absolutely nothing wrong with my proposal. Did you take the time to review it thoroughly?
It's a good thing I was the only one who saw this. If anyone else had, they'd probably laugh and dismiss it immediately.
What do you mean?
You and Colleen were engaged once, weren't you? Maybe you feel a need to compete with her, but let me be clear. You're no match for her.
What? Wait, no.
You've been quick to label others as third-rate, so allow me to speak plainly. What on earth are you trying to accomplish with this half-baked plan? If this is just about trying to one-up Colleen, don't drag the entire company into your personal issues.
Hold on a second. That's not what this is about at all.
You've been removed from this project, so just quietly focus on your other responsibilities from now on. Understood?
This is so unfair. You can't just dismiss me like that. I've been working so hard. This isn't right.
Stop playing the victim. Aren't you supposed to be a first-rate businessman? If so, you should already understand that business isn't about pity or personal feelings. Did you expect me to pat you on the back and say, "Good job, you're trying so hard"? Work comes first. Your personal ambitions mean nothing to me. I only care about the success of this project, so stop interfering and focus on your actual job. Got it?
Hey, Colleen. Listen, I have something important to tell you.
What is it now? I told you there's nothing left to talk about. Stop bothering me.
Wait, Colleen. Just hear me out. This is business, not personal.
Didn't you just get fired? You pestered Emily after your proposal got rejected, right?
I wasn't pestering anyone. I just wanted her to hear me out.
Either way, I don't work with unemployed people. And don't think I've forgotten the things you've said to me. So please, don't contact me again.
What the heck? You can't be serious. Do you mean to tell me that all the hard work I've put in was for nothing because of you? You're the one who ratted me out to my company and got me fired in the first place. You didn't have to report such minor things. Why did you have to meddle?
Meddle? That's rich coming from you. If it were just minor issues, maybe I wouldn't have said anything. But you kept making mistake after mistake, and on top of that, you insulted us by calling our work third rate. Did you really think we'd just take that lying down? How did you imagine the project would succeed with that kind of attitude?
But that's something you should have overlooked because of our personal relationship. Why would you go and spread it within the company? Your actions were totally over the top. Given our connection, you could have let a few mistakes slide for my sake. Couldn't you?
Mistakes on official documents aren't something you can just overlook because of personal ties. This is my job. I have responsibilities. It's not about personal feelings.
It's about ensuring the success of the project. Your temporary pride means nothing compared to the overall outcome.
Darn it! Do you have any idea what my life has become because of you? I've always taken pride in being first rate, and you've destroyed that.
If you truly believe that, maybe you should reflect on your own actions. You're in the situation because of the way you treated people, belittling others, calling their work third rate, trampling on their pride. This is all on you. Take some responsibility.
Shut up! Someone like you, a third-rate hack, has no right to lecture me. I'm a top dog. You should have just been content with serving me. You're nothing but... God darn it. Don't screw with me.
So, you want to work with me in business? You're telling me you've reflected on your actions, and yet here you are calling me third rate again?
Wait, no, that slipped out. I've got a great proposal. Just hear me out.
A great proposal?
Yeah, I think your factory should expand its operations. I've come up with some ideas that could take you guys to the next level. With me, I could help you turn InnoWorks into a much bigger business.
Sorry, I don't trust your proposals. Are you asking to work at our factory?
Not as a worker. I can help as a sales and planning consultant. I have experience at top companies, and I know I can contribute.
No, thanks. We're satisfied with our current scale.
What? Hold on. You're a Harvard graduate, aren't you? Shouldn't you be aiming higher?
What do you mean by that?
I'm saying it's a waste for someone like you to let your career stagnate in such a small-town factory. But you've already said you like it there, right? So at the very least, I want to help you turn that factory into something that can aim for the world stage. You want to be at the top, don't you?
I have my own path and goals in life. No matter what you say, I'm giving my all to my career in this environment, and I feel like I'm growing every day. It might seem stagnant to you, but my work here is full of opportunities to learn, not just technically, but as a person too. Also, don't underestimate this small town factory. My coworkers are top-notch in their skills, and I genuinely respect them. So no, I don't need your help. I'm confident in this environment, and I intend to achieve my dreams here.
I see. It's good that you take pride in your workplace, but I want to aim even higher, and I think my support could benefit your company as well. Aren't you feeling limited with things as they are? With my advice, the company could grow even more.
Support? I hate to break it to you, but you're not a technician, and you don't know anything about the field. So how can you be so condescending? I honestly don't get it. The work here isn't easy. It requires experience and technical expertise. You don't have that knowledge, so your advice isn't needed. It's just interference.
Hey, I wasn't trying to be condescending. I just thought it might help your career if I contributed something. I don't know what you think of technical jobs, but I might be able to help in other ways, you know. That's all I meant.
But it's not that I'm settling for my current environment. In fact, I'm genuinely grateful to be here. I believe the experience I'm gaining here is helping me grow, so I'm putting my all into it. I want to keep working seriously for my own sake, so I'd appreciate it if you didn't interfere.
Geez, what's your deal? I'm offering to help you, and instead of gratitude, you throw this attitude at me. I'm saying this out of the goodness of my heart, so why are you being so stubborn? All I want is to support you so you can reach even greater heights. Why am I getting so much resistance from you? You don't think I'm beneath you or anything, do you?
No, it's not that. I just want to grow step by step in my own way. Your idea of greater heights might be different from mine, but I want to walk my own path. So please, stop meddling.
So you're saying you won't accept me? I'm offering to help you, and you don't even have the decency to be grateful. Fine, do whatever you want. Let's see how far your way gets you. I'll be watching.
Sure, watch all you like. I'll keep walking my path, and I have no intention of bending my beliefs to suit anyone else. See you around. I decided to cut off all contact with Frank and erase him from my life. I immediately blocked him on my phone and made sure there were no opportunities for him to interact with me, whether at work or in my daily life. However, he kept showing up at the factory and deliberately standing in my way, pretending it was a coincidence. Even after repeatedly rejecting him, he wouldn't give up, so
I finally decided to consult the police. Once the police intervened, he finally calmed down. And since then, I haven't heard from him. Having overestimated his abilities and taken his high position for granted, he eventually lost his career and credibility. Even his parents, appalled by his behavior, reportedly cut off their support. With nowhere left to turn, he ended up being shunned even by the very people he once mocked as third-rate, leaving him completely isolated. What happened to him afterward, I don't know. Meanwhile, I've been fully immersed in my work, earning trust and respect from those around me. I've also reconnected with Emily, who has become not only a reliable professional partner, but also a close friend. Thanks to the fulfillment I get from my work and the support of my colleagues, I'm truly content with my life.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.